Hi everybody, I'm Trin Johnson and welcome to Dust in My Eye. Today is going to be a little unusual. I am going to do an unboxing of a Mancola dip pen, glass dip pen, and some ink that I got during a Black Friday sale on Amazon. And it was rather spontaneous purchase, little impulsive, because I have this beautiful glass dip pen that my kids got me for my birthday, and they got me these really nice inks, and I kept it in its box for over a year and always put it back in that box. And then I had it out and it rolled off of the counter and fell on a carpeted floor and chipped just the end of it. So it still works, but it does not work like it did. So I wanted to replace it, and this came up on Black Friday sale, and I thought, what the heck, I'll give it a try. And I keep looking at this box, and I thought, you know what, I will open it in front of you so you can see if you might like it. It is still on Amazon, and it's still pretty reasonably priced, and maybe it would make a great gift for somebody. So let's turn the camera around, and you can get a look at what I'm talking about. So this is the nice box that my pen came in. It was really, really pretty, full of dried flowers. And if I'd kept it in there, it probably still would be really pretty. But it fell on the floor, and there's not much I could do about it. It just rolled right off. It wasn't even a very high surface, like 2 feet. But you can see. Holy cow, it just started raining. I don't know if you could hear that. It was really loud. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Where is the focus? Right there. See it's just got a little bit taken off the top. Just right there. Very sad. So, and they got me all these lovely inks from the Venice pen shop. I have a Baltic Memories and Avocado and Rose Noir, Kyanite du Nepal, 1798 Kyanite, Moon Dust, Carob de Chypre. All these words I can't pronounce. And Hop Jesbrun, number 22. Not really sure how to pronounce any of those weird ones, but they're nice colors. I really like them. Those are all fine. It was just my pen that was suffering. So when this popped up, because I had been looking at dip pens, I'm sure, on Amazon in Black Friday, and I got hey, look at this. This little kit came up, and I thought, you know, what the heck? Let's give her a try. It was very reasonably priced, and anyway, because it was Black Friday. So let me go ahead and open it up, and let's see what we've got. Get me out my X-Acto knife here. Alrighty, let's see what's in here. Well, that's very nicely packaged. Everything's very protected. These little vials are, they're very light, but I think they're glass. It's hard to tell. Well, maybe not. Feels like could be plastic. I don't really know how to tell. And here's the pen. Not as pretty as my other one. Not as comfortable either, I can see, because it's pretty big. It's got a very big lump there. But they packaged that nicely too. Let's get the... There's up. Oh. There we go. Tip's in good shape. Yeah, that's pretty nice. How to feel if it has a hitch in its get along. Right on the... There's a little catch right there. Well, let's see if that affects how it works. I think we're going to have to crack this open and do some testing. So let's see. This big sheet of paper, and we can do some playing around. I'm going to try this purple. Has a little rubber stopper in it. That's kind of neat. It's keeping it from leaking. There we go. What I like about my glass tip pen was you could write forever. It would go on and on and on. It's working okay. So whatever little hitch was in its get along didn't seem to bother it much. It's kind of an ultramarine blue. Try another color. Definitely does not have the comfort of holding on to that this one did. This one was so nice and compact, and this one is very big and chunky. So while it seems to be suiting my needs for now, I think in the future I might still want to replace the one I had. Let's try the hot pink looking one. These colors don't have any names. They just say ink on the side. It's a pretty rosy kind of pink color. I'm going to leave them all out here and hope I don't do something and bump the table. And then I'm going to swatch them when I'm done with real swatches for my swatch sheet. Because I have all my inks on a sheet of paper like this. Just so I can see at a glance what colors I have. This is a blue-green kind of color. It's a little more, it's a coolish green. Not really a dark green, but not a light green either. But it's not like evergreen. There's also a, looks like an olive green maybe. Let's try the yellow. Comes with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 colors. That's not bad. I don't know if you can see this one. It's pretty light, but it's a nice bright yellow, sunshine yellow. This one looks to be like a violet. Well, it's a darker purple than I expected it to be. I can see how these little rubber stoppers keep the ink in very nicely, but they're also a little tricky to get out without getting ink on you. And I could see, especially for a kid, it could be hard to get this out without spilling ink everywhere. I say that and then I'll spill ink everywhere. Now this one is more of a bright blue. I have to say, when I ordered this, I wasn't real concerned about the ink because I was getting it for the pen more than the ink. Like I said, it was kind of an impulse buy. This is the other green. Or it was spring green. And I think we have an orange. Yes. And this one looks like maybe a yellow ochre or a brown. Oh, there's a brown there. So I'm going with yellow ochre. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's kind of a very greenish yellow. Kind of a combination of yellow ochre and, ooh, what would I even say? Maybe a little sap in there. Okay, and this I'm expecting to be red because we've had a pinky red, we've had an orangey kind of red. I expect this to be more of a true red. Yeah, Christmas red kind of. I think I would consider that color there more of a green than a yellow. It's kind of a mossy green. That's kind of what it is, a mossy green. Mossy olivey green more than this is more of a spring green. That's more of a grass greeny, evergreen a little bit on the cooler side. Now let's see, turquoise. Yep, a little teal or turquoise. It's very weird to have a thunderstorm in December. This one I think is brown. Yeah, It's not brown. It's got a brown cover on it, but it really looks more like a charcoal gray to me. We'll see when I brush it out if I still have that impression. Well, those are very nice. I'm really pleased with that. I don't think that lid is going back on here, however, but it is pretty nice. It's a pretty nice little spot for it there. It's pretty secured if I want to keep it in this. My sister gave me these weird things. I'm not really sure what they were in the first place, but there were like little flanges there, and I just cut it open. And I used that to transport this once I gave up the box, which worked fine until I didn't have it in it, and it rolled off and broke. It might be too big for this. I mean, this might be too big for that. Yeah, see, it won't work for that. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But right now it's staying in that box. Although, like, it wasn't really expensive or anything. Let me try to take some clean water and see what it does. Definitely not waterproof. That's always important to me. Know where I can use it and in what order. My hands are full of ink just from opening those jars. Okay, now I'm on the flip side, and I'm going to just do some swatching because I like to have that for my ink so I know what I have. I think I'm going to use this. Here's the royal blue, like color. This is the rose color. So the listing says to shake before using, which I neglected to do, so you need to do that. And it also says they are light, fast, and archival, which I'm kind of surprised about, but I think that's really cool. So anyway, you could use them in lots of applications. They're very bright colors, though. They seem to have a nice amount of pigment in them. This one almost looks like a phthalo blue. It's very rich. I'm going to have big inky hands to take care of. This was the spring green. this is a good way to see if you like using a glass tip pen. Because you do have a nice variety of ink, and the pen works nicely, even though it's got that bump on the side. It really didn't seem to stop it from writing decently. And a nice variety. It could have used brown. And I suppose you could mix it, but it's harder to mix ink because you'd have to like almost get a new bottle to keep it in, or you'd be wasting a lot. Because you can't dip into something that doesn't have a depth to it. My blues just happen to all be lined up so you can kind of see what the differences are. It wasn't intentional. If I'd have thought it out, I could have done it with the greens too. And then this is our charcoal. Oh, you know what? There is a little brown in there. Look. Kind of reminds me of Daniel Smith's Bloodstone. It isn't just a dark gray. It is a brown. So you just need to add a black ink and you're good. That's really nice. I'm really pleased with it. I think it turned out to be a nice set. They're pretty colors. They've got a lot of pigment in them. And according to the listing, they're light, fast, and archival. All in all, it was a nice little set. Where's my lid? It's all well padded, lots of protection. I don't know what it says. It's a dip pen. It might just say dip pen. I probably will still try to replace my pretty pen with something. It does hold nicer, feels better in my hand, but that works pretty well in the meantime. And so if you're looking for a good gift for someone, a teenager or an older child or an adult that's just you want to see if they like the idea of a dip pen, or you want to see if you like the idea of not just a dip pen, a glass dip pen, because it works a little differently. But like I said, they draw forever. You just keep going and going and going, and it's nice because you don't have to re-dip them. And a very thin line, if you like a really thin line. That's very worthwhile and very reasonably priced. I will put the link below. When I got it on Black Friday, it was like $3 cheaper American. So it wasn't a great deal, but it was enough of a deal that I went, oh, I'll go ahead and get that. So anyway, I appreciate your coming here and joining me. And if you liked this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, this is an unusual one for me. I usually paint. But if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of future videos, hit the cute little bell. And if you'd like to, you could check out my Etsy shop, where I have prints and originals of my artwork for sale, along with my cute little monsters and a bunch of other stuff. So until next time, thanks for watching.